If you haven't heard the news yet, Konami is actually doing something pretty damn cool here. They're bringing back Contra. As you can see here, this is the Nintendo Entertainment System version. And the reason we're starting with this is we're kind of going to go through a little bit of a history of Contra here. As you can see, the Nintendo Entertainment System version was pretty interesting. I mean, for its time, this was revolutionary. There wasn't a whole lot of games available that did this, like the pseudo 3D, the bosses that you had to shoot up at like this in a 2D side-scrolling action title. The boss is usually to your left or right, like in Castlevania and such, also by Konami. They also ported this over to the Game Boy. The Game Boy received several different versions of Contra. The Super Nintendo received Contra Alien Wars, which you can see here, pushing the hardware, especially for the time. This really pushed the hardware. The new Contra that's coming out is coming next year sometime, 2024. It's going to be coming for all the major consoles: Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, just everything you can think of, which is awesome for gamers. Who remembers the days of when you wanted to play Castlevania, you had to buy a Nintendo? If you owned a Sega Genesis, early on anyway, you were SOL. Here's the, I believe this was for the PlayStation 2, that was Shattered Soldier, I believe? This is the Sega Genesis Contra Hardcore game here, a later level. As you can see, Konami was fairly good at pushing the hardware that they were, bringing the game out on. It's just this new version is so much better. This is back to the Contra on the PlayStation 2, Shattered Soldier. Just wanted to show a little bit of some of the gameplay, how Konami's progressed things in 2.5D, improved the 3D, and kind of really changed up the bosses and such, but still kept the feel of Contra for the most part. I mean, I know there's several Contra releases that were crappy, and but at least Konami tried, and it's really awesome to see Konami getting away from pachinko games. This is Contra for the PlayStation, the new Contra for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. As you can see, it favors the original Nintendo Entertainment System version quite a lot, but there are also some 3D elements. This boss here, I believe, is a recreation of one of the bosses at the top of the waterfalls from the original Contra. Remember that guy? Let me know in the comments below if you're going to buy this. Personally, I'm excited for it.